Hey, what's up everybody on YouTube and all my gamer buddies out there. Wanted to show you guys the Nintendo 64 that I did the color shift paint on again. I just backlit the logo on it and picked up a different pack of leads at Radio Shack. It's of leads with an S. This is a 2-pack and it's just over $2. A really good deal on them, and they're perfect for doing this mod. These are 5mm high brightness white LEDs, and on the intensity, hence brightness, 7000 MCD, and then they can handle up to 3.3 volt typical or 3.6 volt max. And on the voltage that the Nintendo 64 puts out for the LED, it's just under 3 volts. Can't get it quite right on the measurement there on my digital meter. It likes to jump up and down, but just under 3 volts. So you're putting out just enough to power this. Or it is from Radio Shack, so you're probably putting out more than enough to power this. I don't trust their figures here. Hence I've fried a lot of their LEDs before, but this seems to be perfect. And I did leave it on for a good 10 minutes and just kept touching it, and it didn't seem to heat up too bad. Just a little bit of warmth, which is normal, but not hot, so just right. And if you're ordering this online, the part number is 2760017. And once again, you get a pack of 2, so you can do up 2 systems. I'll show you guys how this turned out. And for anybody that hasn't seen it, there's the purple and then shifts to green. I'd show it better, which I plan to do today. Once I get this vid done, I want to take this puppy and my other system that I did the color shift on outside and do a video in sunlight to show that color shift paint better. But perfection. And I'm putting this thing in. As you can see, the leads on it are nice and long. I kept the leads full length and just got my desoldering thing and took the lead out of there and just soldered this thing in straight up and down. And normally what I was doing with the other LEDs that were even brighter was getting the top of it and tilting the head of the LED towards the foiled backing away from the logo, because the problem I was having is, as you can see, this is perfect, but on some of the other LEDs it was harder to get it this way because I'd have to keep tilting it back because I was getting too much light behind there, and the whole center of the logo here would be really intense and then the outsides would be crappy. So it was a little too much, but as you can see, man, the 7000 MCD seems to be perfect for this. So I've got nice even brightness all throughout, and as you can see the end, you can see all the colors perfect, and that's why I use the white LEDs. It does make it to where you got the little power light down there that's white, but when you're looking at that, who gives a shit about that? You can put in other colors, you'll just lose all the original colors in your logo there, but I have seen it done with like a brighter red LED or green. Blue looks pretty trippy. I just like keeping it original like this more than having a different color, so it looks like it was supposed to be like this when you bought it at the store. Then another thing I did was, for anybody that doesn't know, there is a kind of a wall of plastic inside behind the logo on each side of this end, and it's basically for the power lid down there, just to kind of mask off the thing so it makes it look more intense. I cut those fins out completely to where the only thing in the way behind this logo is the screw post, which is right here. That I kept in, and basically once I cut out those fins, I sanded down all the area on the wall that's behind this and put on a nice big square piece of foil and then just folded it over that screw post. So the whole backing of this has foil reflecting onto it, which even makes it more intense. It was pretty good without it, which shows these LEDs are really good for doing this, but the foil just makes it that much more brighter. Let's unplug my light here, and I'll show you how this sucker looks like in the dark, or kind of in the dark. It's definitely plenty bright, as you can see there. Looks even better in the dark. And I was going to get another system that I'm working on and show you the top of it, but figured screw it. Makes the video too long. And once you open one of these things up, for anybody who's new to this, you'll know what I'm talking about on the fins of plastic, man. It's just they got it all boxed in. So you want to make it all nice and wide open so you can get light on every part of this. So that's the end of this vid, and hope you guys like it. And once again, the part number for this 2-pack of lids at Radio Shack is 276/0017. And just typical package, easy enough to find. And if you don't have a Radio Shack, like you're in England and you're going on a regular electronics type store or whatever, just try and find a white LED that's up to 7,000 MCD on the brightness, and shouldn't matter on the size. They do make one that's bigger than 5 millimeters, man, but it's freaking huge, and there's no way you can get behind there. But if you end up with one of the smaller ones, you should be able to get the same intensity. It's just the smaller ones will burn up faster. This should last years and years. So, catch you all later, and I'll see if I can do that outside vid.